Hi guys, Kate Wilson here with Wilson Luck Real Estate Group. Today we are in Encinitas at Lawrance Furniture with my good friend Myrna Everett from Vogue. She is a window fashion designer and she's going to talk today about some of the things that she's doing with Lawrance and kind of give us an idea of how we can better our situation.
So what I like to do, and we're standing here at Lawrence in front of a display that I did for them, and what we want to talk about is just how it translates for the customer. So in this particular case, we'll start with the display that we did. The designer who does all of the displays for Lawrence, she's a fabulous designer, and she asked me, she said, the most important thing you can do for me is give me a gorgeous display, but it has to be really functional because I'm going to change this furniture all the time.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes this is a living room, sometimes this is a bedroom, sometimes it's just a cocktail lounge kind of look. So whatever she wants to do, we want to make sure that we have some gorgeous display that translates to whatever she wants to do. So how that translates to people's homes is the same kind of thing. Kate, you and I were talking earlier about customers worry that if they go too crazy on their draperies or make this big window covering statement.
Major investment.
It's a major investment, and you're going to live with it for a lot of years. So you want to make sure that it's not boring, but you also don't want it taking over the room so you can never make a change again.
Yeah, sometimes I change pillows, Myrna. I change my color, my accent colors.
You need to be able to. So to that point, it's the same as whether you're designing for your home or designing here. We need to make sure it stays transitional and that you can keep doing different things. So I'll kind of give you a start.
Let's take a look
of what we did. Okay, so I think it was about 3 years ago I did this, but this used to be, this whole big wall was turquoise. It was this really intense bright turquoise. And I think if I remember right, it was a beautiful leather sectional that they had. It was very contemporary, very glamorous. And I think then after that they did a dining room suite, which was really beautiful, but in that case she wanted to add artwork. So what we did is the drapes, as you can see, they're not boring, but they're just white, but
they're so sophisticated. I love this.
Can you see that pattern?
I love that.
See the tone on tone pattern, and then the shears just add a little sparkle and shine. And then I don't know if you can catch that, but see how we've just done a little bit of Swarovski crystals on acrylic hardware?
Yeah.
So what it does is it makes for a really interesting, let's call it a window display. Obviously it's just a display room, but if it was your home, it would be a really beautiful, but you can keep changing things. So if you like to change things a lot, and it's part of my job, and why I help the Lawrence people, or the Lawrence customers, is working in with the design that they have, but helping them figure out a way to keep it transitional through the years. Does that make sense?
And you know, one of the things that we talked about too is on this wall, this is a pint of paint. So, you know, if you're moody like me, that palette, that gray coming through those shears is totally, you know, changed by that pint of paint. So like if you wanted to do this behind your headboard like they've done here, then you could totally do something like that. Or, you know, if that's something that is the actual window and you wanted to trim it out, I'm not showing this very well on the video, but you guys get my point. So pint of paint, few throw pillows, and you've got a totally different look, yet your drapery, which is, you know, your investment where that you really want quality products, gets to stay the same. So I love that, Myrna.
Perfect.
Yeah, so thanks so much for joining us, guys, and thank you, Myrna, for all your great advice.
Thank you, Kate.
And of course, as always, Wilson Luck to you guys.